Marge needs a hoof trim and she needs her hair trimmed up. So I am going to show you guys how to get a show trim on your pygmy goat. We're going to look at the hair here. So she's standing up like she kind of would. She needs to sit back a little bit, stand upright. But you want nice clean lines here. So I just take my trimmers and I kind of get rid of those long hairs there. You don't want any long hairs under here. Kind of all this up here. She's got long hair. I just kind of clean that up a little bit. You want this cleaned up here because you want them to be able to see that angulation in the leg. How you do the hooves is you can see where the line is here of the hooves right here. And so I can get myself kind of a template to work off of. And I go around and it also looks nicer. So it makes that leg look nicer. It makes our pasterns look strong. So you just take that hair down like this to where that line is. And you go all the way around. Here is her hoof with it cut. And here are her hooves without them cut. Just looks a lot cleaner when you look at that profile from the side. I want to talk about trimming is the tail and the escutcheon. The escutcheon is a good word to go like that. And for showmanship. So this is the escutcheon right here, this U-shaped area right here. In girls, we like to see a wide escutcheon, also in boys, but you want to take this, and by taking this hair down here, it helps to be able to see the teats, and then it also helps to be able to see that wide escutcheon, because that is what the judges are looking for, especially in breeding animals, that there's a wide escutcheon so that we can have room for those babies to come out. So I like to take this hair down pretty far underneath so that you can see how wide that is, because if it's covered with hair, we're not going to be able to see it. Okay, so you lift up the tail, look down from the top, and it's almost shaved down. If you're scared, you can put a guard on. Then when you do the tail, so you hold up the tail by the top and you just take it down the sides in a straight line. So you've got a nice line. She's got a bunch of hair right here. So nice straight line. You take the tip of the tail and you take it, you tail like this and you just shave it off from the top. So it's a nice flat bob tail basically. Especially if you have a tail that's kind of scraggly, that doesn't do anything for you. So we're just gonna kind of trim this tail down, give it a nice little show clip. And it looks like she's got, it's also a good time to look at your animals. It looks like she's got just like a little sore there. You can see there's a little sore on the top of her. It's probably just from rubbing up against stuff, and that's fine. So we've got our little show thing here. You can take a minute and go across the sides. She's got some just random hair over here. It just bothers me. So then what I do is I take, so you can see that her hair is like all crazy. So I take it and I just pull it straight down so it's in a nice line, just like this, instead of being all crazy. So then you've got this angulation here that comes here. So that's what you want to be able to see from the side. So you see, you kind of, let's turn these off. You want to see this angulation like in and out, especially when they're standing. You put the hocks right under the pin bones so they can see that. The more the better. And then like I did on the other side, you're just going to take some of this hair out so you have nice clean lines under the belly. So then we're going to take and do the same thing we did on the fronts, where we just go around that line where the hoof starts so we have something to build on. You can see what we're doing. Gonna take those dew claws down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. See, they're like Zenport. They're garden shears. I get them on Amazon. They're like 15 bucks. But these are the best ones that I've used. So you see the hooves here. how they're overgrown, it just means that we haven't trimmed them in a bit. So all you do is take that overgrowth. The first thing you do is find that line there on the side. So same thing on this side. Take the sides down. And then this is important too. This middle part right here is important because if you don't trim that down, their hooves will splay, which again will make them look like they have weak pasterns. You don't want that. A lot of people are afraid to trim down here on the heel, but it's really important that you do. So you can get down here on this heel. You can see where it's black, and that's fine. We're going to keep going down until we can get a little further. Like I said, you see the black right here is what you want. Get it. So we're just making it flat like this. It's not going to be flat here and tall here. It's going to be flat all the way through. Once you get down to where you start seeing pink underneath black hooves, that's where you stop. So you can see her hoof here on this side. And if I want her foot underneath her shoulder like this, so that she stands nice and straight on those pasterns and it doesn't look weak. To you see these back hooves, what exactly we got going on here. So we got it folded over, just go underneath that fold. This works for any type of goat, but you just go into that fold, stop. We're trying to get it flat, so if I can get the front, you can kind of see it a little bit where it's kind of changing colors. So that's as far down as I want to go on her. And then we're just going to make the back even out. We're going to cut the sides in so she doesn't splay out. So right now we like it like this. I'm just going to get that back evened out. It's starting to get a little light there, so I'm going to stop. And same thing with the other side. Get under that fold. You can see, stop, but it's getting light here. Stop. See, it's getting light here. You can see very well, but that's where I'm going to stop. I'm going to make sure her toes rounded off. Then we're going to even out the back. Again, cutting off that inside is important so they don't splay out. And the sides even. And that's about as much as I can get off of her. The others are fine.